We back again.
Hey.
AJ's favorite week of the year, or one of, because it's AEW pay-per-view weekend.
That's right.
So
We
getting
get
the
real pro wrestling.
I don't know. There's some sports entertainers on this card.
True.
Yeah. What's funny is like looking at these because I have them split up into WWE and AEW. And we've had NXT since December. We've had NXT War Games, WWE Day 1, WWE Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania Nights 1 and 2, WrestleMania Backlash, AEW pay-per-views, AEW Revolution in March, and then now we have Double or Nothing in May. And you can look at the card and you can fucking tell it, because literally, like, that's what I was looking at. Backlash had 6 matches. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Backlash had 6 matches. That's what was before we started recording. This thing has 10 matches on the main show, 1 on the pre-show, and like AJ said before we started recording, possibility to add at least 2 more.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
We'll see. Well,
make sure you get that $50 worth.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly. You get your money's worth.
Get the money's worth.
Yeah. So before we start talking about the card, we can go through, wrestling news in the last week. Oh, we got updates on Sasha and Naomi. So, I mean, we kind of briefly skimmed over it last week with Sasha being the original plans for Charlotte for WrestleMania until, they started finding out that Ronda was going to come back. So they're like, okay, we got to try and figure out how, we fit Ronda into the plans and basically boot Sasha out from title contention.
Yeah, someone that I can actually wrestle.
Right. Or sports entertain, you mean?
It's same fuck. You know what I mean. Someone who can get in a ring and work.
Right. So winning the tag titles was basically a consolation prize.
Hey, we fucked you over for someone with a bigger name. Here, take the one thing we don't care, or one of the few things we don't care about, which is any title that's not held by the bloodline.
Yeah. So there isn't real news, going forward. Like Naomi and Sasha, they've removed anything relating to WWE and being a wrestler for the company from their social media accounts. There's still no talks about their contracts that are supposed to be up pretty soon. It's and they haven't been released, so we don't know what's gonna happen.
I think I said something about there was the obvious, that something I thought about, the possibility of them freezing their contracts.
I heard that too, which is a very high possibility, especially if there is really, let's say, 3 months left for both of them. They can easily just freeze it and then be like, well, we'll see what we're going to do with you, because, they're giving no sense of direction to actually do anything creatively for them at all whatsoever. A Stephanie update. Her decision to leave has been brewing for months. It isn't anything marital related. Triple H is fine. He is actually working backstage and doing higher up works, his executive work. For the time being,
good job. Welcome back, Hunter. Good job.
Yep. Some of the duties are going to Nick Khan. That motherfucker is just collecting the Infinity Stones at this point in executive positions for WWE. But they said they're probably going to bring in someone to handle all of the branding portions of the business, as Stephanie was the chief branding officer, I believe.
Hey, Brandy Rhodes is on. She's not with the company anymore right now.
Yeah, it's true. So
what was it, chief brandy officer or whatever his name was?
Yeah. So who knows what's gonna happen? So I mean, if they're looking to have someone come in to actually do and be active in the duties that Stephanie had before, it just shows that Stephanie is probably going to be gone for quite some time. And no timetable of any time to return whatsoever. The tag title unification match a decision made by Vince, of course, at the last minute.
Yeah, okay, what the fuck is up with this? I did see this. That I didn't click on it, I meant to read it, that was a last minute decision. What the fuck does that even mean? Because how do you have a scheduled match to headline a pay-per-view, premium live event, I apologize, to headline a premium live event, change it, scrap the idea, then 3 weeks later have that match happen
on a SmackDown?
Yeah, just on a fucking SmackDown. Yeah.
Yeah. I have no fucking clue. It makes no fucking sense. But again, it's Vince, so of course nothing ever makes fucking sense. But yeah, I find it pretty interesting. I guess, they really, they advertised it for Backlash for such a long time, and then they're like, yeah, we're going to change it. And then be like, well, we have this story. How do we end it? Like, when are we going to end it? So they set it up mainly for now going forward that Riddle and Randy would be a potential rival, title contender for Roman. Riddle looks to be eyeing for Money in the Bank potentially. Randy for SummerSlam, and then afterwards they would potentially set up Drew for Clash at the Castle because they'll be in London, not too far away from where
I don't
Drew.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if Vince doesn't understand that they're not going to be in Scotland. Like, he's going to be like, yeah, they're fucking close enough.
Yeah, basically. It's like, it's all one big landmass over there. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. Wait, they're not like America? They're not just all connected? This isn't states?
Right. There's a thought and possibility, which I don't think would happen, would having Riddle and Randy rematch at Hell in a Cell. I mean, they could try doing it, but if they technically written off Randy, where Raw segment where Riddle delivered his promo and he's like, I don't know if RK Bro will be ever a thing again. I don't see them doing a rematch. If Riddle is going to go straight for Roman to be like, you cost us the match, blah, blah, blah. He gets his ass beat for Money in the Bank, and that's when Randy shows back. I don't know if that's what they're planning on doing. But
that's my first thought. But this also brings up the fact of what we kind of led the show off with. WWE has way too many premium live events.
Yeah. There's very little wiggle room to tell a story unless it's the Cody Seth Rollins story, which will take place over 3 pay-per-views, premium live events.
Bro, this I got on I was on a streak of watching Raw. Bro, I took like 2 weeks off, and the only notifications I get is things that either you sent or I get stuff for Bleacher Report or whatever. And it's what they're doing with Cody is blowing my mind. Where it's like, oh, Cody's match is at this time. Tune in at this time to watch. Yeah, and then having countdowns and shit like that. It's like, and
that's Dustin's idea.
I noticed it like one of the last weeks I watched Raw, and it was like just a normal show, and they're getting into the thing, and it's like, I'm used to is because AEW fucking beats you over the head with what's coming later tonight or whatever, and AEW just shows there's like little graphics as Excalibur's reading it or whatever, and then it's like it's showing the announce table, and Jimmy Smith's like, at 9 p.m. Eastern time, Cody Rhodes is gonna have his match, and it's like, I've literally never heard them do that for anyone ever, of saying the exact time that a match is gonna happen. That is the most mind-blowing thing to me, that this is like, hey, this is still Cody Rhodes, right? Like, you shit all over this dude 6 years ago or however long it was that he left. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy to me.
Yeah, and now...
And it's just because he left AEW, and he left AEW and then he came to WWE, now he's your top star, quote-unquote, how you're promoting. You don't promote Roman like that.
Yeah, they roll out the red carpet.
Because I fucking wish they would. Because if they were like, "Hey, Roman, we're doing," because for a lot of times, especially to WrestleMania, that's what I was watching. Was I want to see what Roman's doing. That was the most entertaining thing on WWE TV. So if you're gonna tell me, "Hey, Roman's gonna be on Raw at 9:00. Roman's gonna be on Raw at 9:50 right before we go off the air," cool. I'll be back at 9:50. Fuck the rest of this shit. Which is probably why they didn't do that. But
yeah, of course. Well, yeah, because that one time he showed up for Raw. They originally slated him for the beginning of the show, and then they changed their minds and put him at the end of the show so that he can have 5 minutes to be like, watch SmackDown. And he's like, I'm out.
It's mind. It's like, I get it. I didn't mind Cody or hate Cody when he was in AEW. I know a lot of people did. Like, he was like Dustin. Super whatever. Dustin. And it's like, I definitely like, since he's become the whole American Nightmare gimmick, I do like that a whole lot more than what he was doing before. Even though his I seen a clip of his match with Rey Mysterio after Rey Mysterio like broke his face or whatever. Yeah. I did like that Cody too, that heel turn that he did there. That was really good. Yeah. But other than that, it was like, it's just weird to see how they're pushing him, because I mean, he was hated. And it's also weird seeing how fans react, but also then again, I see how fans react to things on Twitter through my notifications from our Twitter account, and holy fuck, I don't get it. I don't understand how people are. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to say his name, but sure, he's got too much spotlight, or as it is.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. It's like they rolled out the red carpet. Basically, they give him, the big extravaganza, basically, of getting everything, which is fine. I'm totally fine with it. But when you're now locked in this feud with Seth Rollins for now 3 months, 3 pay-per-views that you're getting, and the matches that you wrestle on Raw are, redundant because you were facing The Miz again, and Rollins came out and caused the DQ. So it's like, it was great to see him back at WrestleMania. And then, okay, you rack up a couple wins against different competitors. And then now we're kind of we've hit the wall already.
And I'm pretty sure, I don't remember exactly, but I know obviously Cody won at Mania. Did Cody win their next match too?
Yeah, he won it Backlash with the roll-up.
What are we doing here?
Hell in a Cell now.
Yeah, what are we doing here? What are we doing? I don't
exactly. So it's like, what the fuck? How are we?
So what are we gonna do? Is Rollins gonna beat him at Hell in a Cell, and then we're gonna have another match at another pay per view, or are we going to? Is Rollins gonna beat him?
And then we can finally be done.
Technically, lose the feud 2-1, and then we're moving on. Like I don't. Where do you go from here? It's
well.
Or are we gonna have Cody win, and then Rollins has lost 3 pay-per-views in a row? Which I know we say, hey, Rollins is Rollins. He can't really hurt Rollins, but I mean, you can't necessarily. I mean, that's not good for Rollins either.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dustin's pretty conflicted. Rollins and Cody, his 2 favorite stars right now, but he's crying on the inside.
Bro, I just had a thought, because my thought process, whatever. But you know how fucking cool it would be if Rollins did leave WWE and he joined House of Black, because you have your House of Black shirt on. You know how fucking cool that would be?
No, it wouldn't be cool at all.
You shut your fucking mouth. That'd be so fucking cool.
It wouldn't be cool at all.
What are you talking about? Do you not like Seth Rollins?
I think he's fine. I think he's okay.
Fucking.
I think he's fine.
That'd be great.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so a side tangent. When WWE forces, characters to be down your throat all the time.
Like they're doing with Cody.
Yes, exactly. Over time, that's when people start fucking getting pissy, especially on the internet, Dustin. And in our group chat, how pissy you get. So, for me, when Rollins was part of the Authority thing and everything like that, like, it was just getting, just too much. It was just too fucking much. And then he almost killed Sting, like, Jesus. Like, granted, whatever we have about Sting, Dustin.
That's what I was like. I was thinking to myself, somebody was going to say, like, oh, he almost killed Sting. Somebody was going to go good.
Yeah, Dustin. Whatever way I feel about Sting, I mean, he almost killed the man. So, granted, it might not have been his fault, but still, it was just like, well, he did that to Finn Balor. Okay, so he completely, I feel like, derailed Finn Balor
Oh
in
yeah,
WWE.
yeah.
So that's why I've always been like, Seth Rollins can fuck the fuck off.
Okay.
So,
He also gets a paycheck from WWE, so
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So, like, as a wrestler, Seth Rollins is fantastic, but as time goes on, like, cool, he's able to change his gimmicks over time. But now I'm kind of just like, whatever. It's the same thing with Roman. Like, I was never into Roman. I mean, I'm still not into Roman, but I can appreciate the character that he is right now.
See, that's where, because like I have a little bit of the opposite, because I feel like when Rollins was the Authority Rollins, like turning on the show again, I'm a fucking Shield. Again, I'm a faction mark for first off, but I fucking loved the Shield.
So did I.
Ambrose so. And Ambrose at the time, Moxley, we'll call him Ambrose because we're talking about the Shield here. Ambrose was the odd man out to me for the Shield. I don't know why, but he was kind of positioned as the leader of the Shield. But obviously, you know, going forward, you know, he did win the title, but you know, it was mostly Rollins and Reigns after that. But it's like, I fucking love the Shield. I love Rollins. I love Reigns in the Shield. Then they break the Shield up. And I feel like with the Rollins Authority line story, the Rollins Authority storyline, that's what I meant to say, I thought was fantastic. I loved it all. I thought it was great. And I didn't really care for, even though I do technically have a Rollins Kingslayer shirt, it's like, it was alright. I liked, his story with Triple H was pretty good. But it's like, you know, Beast Slayer and all that, I didn't care for any of that. Like, when he's going after Lesnar, I didn't care for any of that. And then, so, coming back around, Visionary, whenever he first started the Monday Night Messiah and all that, fucking, I'm back in. This shit's awesome. I mean, it helped that they put Buddy Murphy at the time with him. But, yeah. It's like, so, everything he's done since he did the Monday Night Messiah, Visionary, what he's doing now, I'm fucking all the way back in. It's been great. So, same thing with, and then Roman, it was when he's in the Shield, heel or babyface in the Shield. I was a big Roman fan. He left the Shield. He didn't, and then, but for the whole time of that period of Roman is the fucking worst. It was like, his fucking character sucks. He has no motivation. He can't do a promo. He can't do anything. He's holding back, and then he has his flashes of when he told that fan, "Shut up, bitch," or whatever in the crowd or whatever. It's like a flash of genius of him being a heel, and now they finally turned him heel, and he's fucking over. It's like, yeah. They can make some right decisions sometimes, but other times they fuck it up.
Yeah, basically.
So do you think this is going to lead to them shoving Cody down our throat, and then we get the Cody heel turn that we thought we were getting in AEW?
I have no clue, to be honest, because if there is a Cody heel turn, there has to be another championship.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, like they have to split the belt at that point. Or like bring back
because now, as I said it, I was thinking it, and like he's far and away right now, the way he's pushed, the number one babyface for the company.
Yeah.
So if he does turn heel, then we have Drew left, and that's pretty much it.
Right. Well, I mean, there's Bobby too right now.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, and there hasn't been any top contenders that they've put up, you know, high up to be single stars that would be able to, you know, fight for a championship.
Yeah.
So,
which technically, I guess Riddle and Randy would be considered top baby faces right now too. But
yeah, right. From this past Saturday Night Main Event house show, Veer had a match with a superstar that brought back an old gimmick. Bobby Roode brought back his glorious gimmick.
I did see this. I didn't. Okay, whatever article I read, I don't know. Congratulations, you are now my new favorite media source, because I did see that Bobby Roode brought back Glorious, and he was doing the Glorious stuff again. And I feel like that's great because I love Bobby Roode's Glorious gimmick. Not once in that article was it mentioned that his match against Veer. So, round of applause for whoever that was. Thank you for not mentioning that. Great. That's a fantastic reporting, honestly. You know, that's some of the best I've ever seen.
So, so I think they were bringing him back as a face. Currently, Ziggler, I think, is doing some stand-up shows. So he's going to be gone for a while. So for this house show, Roode brought back the Glorious gimmick.
Probably got fucking squashed.
Oh, he did. He did. But it was him bringing out the Glorious gimmick. The crowd loved it.
I fucking imagine all the I mean, it's some more heat for fucking piece of shit Veer, but sure.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're gonna
shut the fuck up, Dustin.
He barely gets TV time now, so
yeah.
I don't know if that's something that they're gonna bring for TV time.
I doubt it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
That's what I actually seen another thing recently. It was a picture of Bobby Roode, in his TNA days, and it was talking about that was his best run when he was
ever,
the
champion,
the It Factor gimmick, and it's like, damn, that was really good. Yeah. That was really good, Bobby Roode. I wish we could have got. I mean, we had his good NXT run, but he just did not get not a shot on the main roster.
Yeah, he didn't,
which sucks because Bobby Roode's really good.
Yeah. One thing, as we see the Usos and Roman appear on both shows, which makes sense because they're undisputed champions. A lot of questions and speculation is the brand split over? Because obviously with mass releases, the shows, they barely have people on them anymore, or we only see the same fucking 5 people for a 3-hour show. Begs the question is this brand split over? Well, PW Insider was saying that this week on SmackDown we're supposed to get Cody and Seth. I don't know if that's true.
What?
But they said it isn't over because obviously they still do the draft, and superstars will show up on either shows or both shows. Obviously dependent on storylines. So you're telling me WWE is caring about storylines finally? Or you're going to have people show up on both shows now? So I'm just saying, throwing that out there.
No.
Sounds like it's over to me.
They're saying it's not over.
Okay, they're also fucking liars, one. But two, it's like, I can understand, and even getting close, usually I feel like when they get close to a draft, things start to bleed over anyways, so they can start kind of touch up a storyline or here, or get the tenders going on a storyline of starting to light one up, and it's like, fucking train of thought just went. But it's like, so I get that they do that, but to also just randomly have, hey, this week 2 Raw superstars are going to be on SmackDown, have not interact with SmackDown superstars at all. They're just having a match on SmackDown. It's like, why?
Right.
Why?
Yeah, so that's stupid. So we'll get the same 5 superstars on both Raw and SmackDown.
Nice.
It's great.
Are they doing like an NXT invasion too?
I highly doubt it.
You're right. NXT is basically like another promotion now that's not even WWE related.
Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel has a set date, November 5th. Another Saudi show. However, there's a lot of speculation that it could potentially be the first head-to-head with AEW, because that November weekend is usually when Full Gear happens. Now, granted, the time slots are going to be completely different because for us, Saudi time for that pay-per-view is usually at like 11.
Mm-hmm.
And a Full Gear show would start at 7.
The Saudi shows are also usually on like, or is this one on a weekend?
Saturday.
It's on a Saturday? Okay. Because I know they have done Saudi shows like in the middle of the week or like a Thursday or something, a Friday.
Right. Now I think they're going to just stick to doing Saturday. And that's, again, if AEW decides to stay on a Saturday or be on a Sunday. Double or Nothing's on a Sunday. and they usually like flip back and forth for some reason. I don't know. So it could potentially be the first head-to-head weekend.
So you're telling me a Saudi show, which almost always guarantees Goldberg and old big-name stars on the show, versus one of AEW's big pay-per-views they do every year. Wonder what we're going to watch.
I mean,
Beer's gonna be one.
shut the fuck up, Dustin.
What'd you say?
He's like, Veer's gonna be on this show.
I mean, I didn't need a reason not to watch it, but cool. Thanks. You helped me out there.
So we'll see. Typically AEW doesn't like to have the same weekend as like a combat sport, like an MMA or UFC or anything, anyways, or boxing. So they could push it to the following weekend. But if there's nothing else going on, I say fuck it, do it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Especially since Full Gear, let's say, is going to be on a Sunday anyways. The Crown Jewel is going to be on a Saturday, so there's not going to be any overlap whatsoever. But viewership would definitely be interesting to see what's going to happen that weekend. What else we got? So, Money in the Bank changed venues today. A lot of people got the email that said, hey, we're no longer going to be at the Allegiant Stadium, so Marcus isn't going to go now. And now they're going to be at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. So still in Vegas.
I seen the post that I believe you shared to the page, and it's at the top of it, I believe it said, people that bought tickets will have the first opportunity to buy tickets to the new one. Why wouldn't you just give them fucking tickets to the show?
I mean, logically that makes sense. But because you're going from the fucking huge-ass stadium to a much smaller venue...
So I'm assuming they're getting a refund, and then you're going to... Okay, I'm assuming you're giving a refund, and then they have to go buy...
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Their floor seats again, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right? Because... One, the price adjustment would be completely different.
Yeah.
And there's a lot less seats.
Yeah.
Like, Dustin needs a whole row to himself.
Damn right.
No, Dustin's gonna be sitting in that. He wanted it to be at Allegiant Stadium so he could sit in that pool and listen to the DJ while he watches the wrestling. They've like,
I don't know if you got in the pool and sink.
I don't know if that. There's like a whole fucking like club at the end of one of the stadiums at that new stadium. It's fucking stupid.
I mean, Dustin could just ask Marcus. He's probably been there a few times.
That's true.
Just hides when the lights turn out and then he comes out.
He's been living there underneath the stadium for weeks.
Yeah. Some sad, unfortunate news. The Ultima Wagon, Nikita Lyons, has a torn MCL.
What did you say?
Ultima Wagon?
What the fuck is that?
Tribal Cheeks?
Oh my god. Who came up with these?
I don't know. I found them all.
The Ultima Wagon? Oh my gosh, dude! It's like I'm embarrassed because that's such a stupid name, but it's also such a great fucking name, and it's so fucking funny. Like I don't know how to react. Oh my gosh!
Well, she's gonna need some bionic knees going forward.
So what actually shows she's actually hurt?
Yeah, she's actually hurt. She's got a partial tear in her MCL. Granted, if it's not too serious, you don't need to have surgery for your MCL. So we'll see. But she's out. They had made that announcement during 2.0 for the tournament. They were supposed to be semi-final matches. Tiffany Stratton took her place. Now Tiffany and Roxanne Perez are in the final. To determine who's the NXT Women's Breakout Star next. So,
I am in fact a betting man. Want to know who I bet my money on?
No one. I'm just kidding.
I mean, honestly, because what does being an NXT breakout star even mean? Nothing.
Exactly.
It means you're gonna be good in NXT. You're gonna do okay at NXT, get booked well in NXT, and you're up to the roster and lose to Charlotte or Ronda.
Yep.
So,
Also,
that's the NXT breakout star is Charlotte or Ronda.
Or Becky.
Yeah, but Becky's actually okay.
Wendy Chu hit Mandy with their ball sack. Those were legit words that they used.
Good thing
Yeah.
Joey's not here.
Yeah, so that was pretty great. NXT 2.0, moving in the right direction.
Are they
Doing
moving?
doing the Lord's work there.
Are they
Thanks.
moving at all?
Glacially slow.
Oh man, that place is a train wreck. It is crazy what losing one person does.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. All right. Well, I mean, technically, wasn't just one person, right? It was more like 4 people, 4 key people to make sure that brand was something.
Yeah.
And had meaning to it.
Well, I was talking about Triple H. I wasn't talking about like wrestlers.
No, what I'm saying,
Oh.
Triple H, William Regal.
Oh
Shawn
yeah.
Michaels.
So Shawn
Cross
Michaels not
Cena.
doing anything with NXT anymore?
To be honest, I have no clue.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't said anything. Like,
Because I mean, I seen that when him
open.
with him doing his thing with like high spots. I assumed he was like just done with WWE.
Which is very possible that like, he's not doing anything with them anymore. At
Yeah,
least
because
NXT
he's
related.
probably like, oh fucking Hunter's not here. I have to put up with this shit by myself.
Yeah,
Fucking
probably.
hell, dude.
Well, yeah, because Dustin, Brother Love, is running everything right now in NXT and creative wise too. So it's probably why they used the ball sack line. Dustin, what the fuck?
It was all me, King.
Fucking bitch. In this MJF story, the pillars that he's had to fight Giants versus Giants. Instead of Morrissey, it was believed that Killer Cross was actually supposed to be the guest opponent for Wardlow. The reason they didn't work out was Scarlett wasn't going to be part of the presentation for Killer Cross, so they were a package deal basically. And Scarlett wasn't going to be used for this scenario, and he didn't want to do that. It's a package deal. They had to come out together. Makes sense. So they never really kind of finalized a deal for that. So, but they're pretty open. They're both open, AEW and Killer Cross and Scarlett, on working with each other again going forward. So it wasn't being like, well, I never want to have Scarlett here. So
Yeah.
nothing like that.
Looking at Shawn Michaels' Twitter, last tweet was May 24th, so 2 days ago. But everything and the only thing that he has on his Twitter is retweets from WWE NXT. Even as of 2 days ago. And he still has WWE NXT in his bio.
Okay, well,
So
maybe he's now just a producer and a trainer. I don't know.
content creator, dude, he's just retweeting their stuff.
Let's see. And lastly, with Dynamite this week, we had a very big surprise during the FTR Roppongi Vice match for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships. During the match, the United Empire, Great O'Khan, and Jeff Cobb showed up and beat the shit out of all of them.
Bro, I was just watching that shit and fell asleep. Like I said, I fell asleep on the couch before we started recording. What the fuck did I miss?
You missed a
Like, I think I fell asleep right before. Like, I remember the entrances, and that's it. And motherfuck, I need to go back and watch that. I like randomly woke up. What did I wake up? I can't remember what was happening when I woke up. But yeah, I was like, what the really?
FTR has made it clear that, one of their things that they want to go for is the IWGP World Tag Team Championships. Obviously, United Empire aren't the current champions.
Yeah, I was like,
they're the previous champions. But they showed up, they beat up both of them, and they held up the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship. So it seems like they're setting up a potential feud, FTR versus United Empire, for the Ring of Honor.
Yes.
Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships.
We are hopefully steps away from Will Ospreay being on American TV finally.
I mean, he could just be at Forbidden Door, by the way. Just
Fucking
saying.
well, yeah, true.
Yeah. So.
But also seeing him on on AEW TV would be cool too. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, still very possible. So
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
That's dope though.
But other than that, if we talk further about Dynamite, that's just leading into Double or Nothing. 2 matches that will potentially get revealed. Maybe they get brought up on tomorrow's Rampage. I heard Darby versus Kyle O'Reilly potentially. I feel like that could be a pre-show match. And then potentially Paige Van Zandt's making her debut at Double or Nothing, but that hasn't been said.
Is it
the reason why I said
is it live tomorrow?
It is live.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, damn.
It's earlier in the day.
That's what I woke up to because that's one thing I actually wanted to see. I wanted to see Scorpio Sky's new TNT Championship. That's what I wanted to see.
That's tomorrow. That's happening on Rampage, which would also lead me to believe that it would be they make that match Sammy and Ty versus Scorpio and Paige Van Zandt. So that's the other match that I think will get potentially added to the card.
Yeah, because the full Rampage card, it says Scorpio Sky receives new TNT Championship, Young Bucks in action, Matt Sydal versus Bryan Danielson, and then Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament semifinals, Ruby Soho versus Chris Statlander. Huh.
Yeah. So, yeah, we could go into the card.
Okay, because I have a couple things I want to talk about from the parts of Dynamite that I did watch. But so we're not picking pre-show, right?
No, but
okay.
We could talk about it.
Hookhausen versus Tony Nee. Wait, why? Smart Mark Sterling's in the match?
Yeah. He's in the match.
Is he a wrestler?
Yeah.
Used to be.
Yeah.
Cool. I thought. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Obviously we know who's gonna win that one. That's not gonna. That one's fairly obvious. You don't have to be AJ and to know who's gonna win that one. So then I'm just gonna go down the list of how they have them listed. We have the singles match for the AEW TBS Championship, Jade Cargill with the baddies versus Anna Jay.
If it's not fucking plain at all obvious of who's gonna win, right?
Yeah. I did have a hint of watching their video package on Dynamite that maybe they might do. No, and then I was like, maybe they might. Nah, they're not gonna do anything. No.
Yeah. Adding to that, Jade's a fucking star.
Yeah.
100%. I just wish, they could build things for her to do.
Yeah.
Like this Anna Jay thing literally came out of nowhere. It happened last week when they were beating down on Statlander when she beat Red Velvet. And then, Ruby came down, but obviously 3 versus 2 numbers game. And then Anna Jay came out. I was like, oh, well, Anna Jay's going to fight fucking Jade for the title. And then sure enough, fucking 10 minutes later, they're like, at Double or Nothing, they're going to fight. I wish the build-up could be, things could be better for Jade. The only problem is they're tiptoeing how and when Jade is going to lose the championship. There is nobody right now that can,
and that's what I thought.
beat her.
That's what I thought about is because in the video package that they did, it was it was talking about Anna Jay, and like Anna Jay was talking, and then it goes back to Jade, and she's like, "Oh wait, who am I fighting? Oh, the girl I've already beat." And I was thinking about, it, I'm like, bro, you're 30-0. I'm pretty sure you've beat at least everybody on the roster at least once.
Yep.
So, except maybe what, Britt Baker?
Yeah, I think Britt's the only one that. But they've never faced each
other. Yeah. But so I'm saying, the girl you like when you're 30-0, that's kind of what's going to happen, especially in a promotion that only has a handful of, which I mean, you can't really say anything because WWE really only has a handful of top female wrestlers, sports entertainers, whatever you want to call them. I mean, you're going to go through people twice, but like you said, there's no one to beat her right now.
Yeah. It hasn't brought up anyone that, like Statlander now, I think could like beat her, but are they gonna move the championship off of Jade and put on Statlander? I don't know. Like, I feel like it's gotta be someone that's gonna come out from the outside that's gonna beat Jade.
Actually, I think in the middle of me talking about, I think I know who they do have that can beat Jade, and I have them to win something later. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Maybe I'm. Did Toni Storm lose something?
Yeah, she did. She lost yesterday.
Okay, so I guess I missed that part. What the fuck?
Yeah. Britt cheated and grabbed.
Oh, I thought she was facing Britt in the finals.
No. Yeah.
Why didn't they do Britt and Toni finals? That'd have been fucking great.
Yep.
Oh my god. Britt and Toni in the finals. Toni wins. Toni goes on for... Britt can go back for Thunder Rosa or whatever, or Toni can go for Thunder Rosa and Britt could go for Jade. That'd be a good story.
Yep.
So I put me down for Jade, put AJ down for Anna, because he didn't actually say anything. Dustin, who would you like?
Fuck you.
Dustin?
We know who Adam picked.
Anna.
What an idiot.
No, he hasn't done his picks.
Oh. Okay.
But
I was about to say
I'm fully
Adam picked Anna, no surprise.
It's gonna be like who is Jade Cargill and Anna Jay? I don't know who either of these people are. Be right back, let me Google real quick.
I'd be like, Anna Jay looks like Liv. Okay, Anna Jay.
Yeah. Oof. So I put Dust down for Jade, apparently. Maybe. Well, I might change it. Then the next one, we have the House of Black. Malachi Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King versus the Death Triangle. Pac, Penta, Oscuro, and Rey Fenix. I was going to say I'm going to pick this one with my heart, but damn, then I'll read it off and fucking Pac's on the other team.
Shit. This pay-per-view, Tony's been fucking with my heart a lot. I think the logical choice, my pick is House of Black. And the reason for that is I think this story is going to end here.
Yeah.
I mean, they dragged it out too long, and it's because, Phoenix got hurt, so that really put a big hamper on things. So, and a lot of people just forgot about it.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, who cares about this match? But low key, like,
this could steal the fucking show.
Yeah, on paper, like, there is top fucking talent.
Yeah, like
in this match.
Like, people, if they want to shit on it, this could very easily be the match of the night.
Yeah, it could have.
Like 100%, this match could steal the whole fucking show and be the best match on the card. And there will be people out there, like your fucking Meltzers or probably whoever, who probably wouldn't give it that, even if it very obviously and clearly is. They'll probably say something else that has a bigger name, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, this could easily steal the fucking show. Phoenix and fucking Buddy Matthews flying around shit, which Buddy doesn't really fly, but you still got fucking Pac and whatever flying around. Dude, yeah, this could be fucking sick.
Yeah, so, and I feel like if House of Black doesn't win, after this, like, they need something. Like, they have to be elevated going forward. Yeah. So if they lose, like, it'll kill any momentum that they don't have already. I mean, Death Triangle, I love Death Triangle, but I mean, it's Lucha Brothers and Pac.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't need to be. They don't need a rub from anybody.
No.
So.
And in a absolutely perfect world, this will be when whatever happened. Which I mean, like I said, it fucked everything up with Phoenix getting hurt, but it could have been great if, like, the Mist stuff comes back and Pac turns on Death Triangle and joins House of Black, like we wanted I wanted forever ago. But that'd be fucking great too. But yeah, I also picked House of Black because, yeah, Dustin.
Same.
House of Black's like one of my favorite. Even though Pac's one of my favorite wrestlers, House of Black is one of my favorite factions.
I probably have
right
the more House of Black shirts
because they're so fucking cool, dude. They're the coolest fucking shirts, dude. They are the coolest fucking shirts.
I probably have like 6.
And honestly, I don't know what kind of music you listen to, AJ, but like if you look at them the right way, if you were wore that to a metal show, it could very easily just pass off as a fucking metal shirt. Like people are like, fucking House of Black, I love that band, dude. And it's like, you're a fucking moron, but yeah, me too. All right, next up we have the Hardys, Matt and Jeff Hardy, versus the Young Bucks with Brandon Cutler.
The Elite versus the Delete.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, I think I'm down with it. I like it. I mean, to me, I feel like this was pretty obvious.
Is it now?
Yeah, I picked last on the champion. Fuck off.
Dustin.
I'll take the Bucks.
Logically, you would say the Bucks, but actually, I'm going to pick the Hardys on this one. And the only reason why I would is because it actually ties in with for the tag title match. Obviously, the Bucks don't. Neither of these guys need a rub from anybody.
Yeah.
But
this is the most fan servicey match.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
That this match is 100% for the marks and for being the elite fans and for the this is a fan service match right here.
Yes. Now, I can see 2 ways of things happening. The Bucks win, they rematch at All Out, but this time the Hardys are Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero.
That would be fun.
Hardys win and
we get Broken Matt Jackson.
Sure.
What's Nick
Hardys win.
What's Nick Jackson's middle name?
They got the first title opportunity.
Wait, who got the first title opportunity?
Hardys. If they win,
okay, yeah.
They jump the leaderboard because if I looked at the rankings, I think this morning, and Team Taz and Swerve and Lee are like 2 and 3.
Yeah.
In the rankings, so Hardys could just jump up, and I mean, well, also because they're the Hardys, they can do whatever the fuck they want, basically.
That didn't do what I wanted it to do. I was trying to find Nick Jackson's middle name. See what brother he would be. Well, okay. Here we go. I'm going to pick the Young Bucks as well. This is where we're all going to fuck up and AJ's going to win the title. Next up. I mean, honestly, I don't really care for this, but whatever. We have the Jericho Appreciation Society versus Eddie Kingston, Santana and Ortiz, and the Blackpool Combat Club of Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley. And Anarchy in the Arena match.
So this one is a little tough.
Yeah.
Because at Revolution, Eddie Kingston beat Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, does Jericho need the win back? No. However, Danielson and Kingston don't like each other.
Like for shoot?
Yeah.
Or just...
Yeah, they just don't like each other.
Nice. Good move, Danielson.
And then if you think about it, every like big 5-on-5 match that LAX has been a part, or Santana and Ortiz have been a part of, they've lost. Stadium Stampedes, they've lost. The Blood and Guts, they've lost. I feel like to kind of get this one on, because we don't even know what this is. We don't know if this is like a
like a fucking normal just 5-on-5 tag match.
5-on-5 tag match, or if this is literally
AJ,
like
what are you talking about? You telling me you don't know what Anarchy in the Arena match means? What are we even doing here? Why do we even have a wrestling show then if you don't know what that means?
It's like, is it actually a Stadium Stampede, but with like blood and violence? I feel like Danielson's gonna hit Kingston by accident, and then like the JAS win, and then that could set up Blood and Guts going forward. So it's like, I feel like there's just too much fucking shit that's happening.
Yeah.
Like Kingston and Santana and Ortiz, they've got each other. You know, Moxley and Kingston have history. They've been a tag team. They tagged this week on Dynamite versus Private Party. But, I mean, like, yes, I guess Danielson is an X factor, and Danielson just doesn't like Kingston, and Kingston doesn't like Danielson. I feel like, I don't know, there's just, like, too much shit that's happening.
Yeah.
I feel like Regal will definitely have a spot with Jericho. I don't know, I just feel like the Jericho Appreciation Society is so fucking, like, shitty,
Random,
and they have like the shittiest fucking people that you could possibly have on a faction.
Yeah.
But then somehow still win. Like,
yeah.
I don't fucking know. Like, I really don't know.
And also, if you look at it, it's like, because the whole Jericho Appreciation Society shit, it's like, oh, we beat up pro wrestlers, whatever. Okay, well, what are you going to do? For your first fucking match as a whole team, you're going to lose to a group of pro wrestlers?
Right.
So, your whole fucking gimmick's gone, and then at that point.
Then there's the point where they're like, oh, we beat pro wrestlers at their own violent game of anarchy in the arena, and like bullshit. Like,
what does that even fucking mean?
Exactly, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But that's the thing about being a sports entertainer, right? It's like anarchy in the arena, right? Like, they wanted to do the Stadium Stampede because that is the most sports entertainment that you could potentially get. Now, if they win, now we have to flip to be like, well, now we want to induce violence, and we want to do blood and guts.
Yeah, that's it. I don't care for this match.
Well, I don't either. But it's how do we get, what was the easiest way to get to blood and guts?
Yeah.
And it's got to be whoever wins is going to be the way that we get to blood and guts. In my head, that's what I'm thinking, like, down the line.
See, here's my thought process behind this. I don't like Matt Menard, okay? But I don't like Eddie Kingston either.
That's fine.
So
I'm trying to very, very fair point.
I'm trying to weigh my odds here of who I like more or less here. I'm just coming up at a stalemate, really, honestly. It's like I like Danielson and Moxley more than anybody in this match, obviously, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I think I know who I'm going to pick, but I pick last, so.
I'm going to take JS.
Fucking AJ's got the fucking clipboard out. He got the calculator out, fucking doing the math in his head.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take the JAS as well.
I too am going to take the JAS.
Yeah.
I think what's gonna eventually, like you said, I think the whatever this is between Danielson and Kingston is gonna cost the match. I think that's what's gonna, because honestly, I mean, like you said, it could lead something into blood and guts, and honestly, it could lead to where okay, I know. I think I could be wrong because I didn't watch AEW last week and I fell asleep watching it this week. But this to me could be the JS wins, they move on to do whatever they want. Danielson hits Kingston. Kingston hits Danielson. Moxley's in the middle, doesn't know what to do. And this is going to, I feel like you said, lead to blood and guts of, we're going to get Kingston and LAX versus the Blackpool Combat Club. That's a 3v3 match right there.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that, I think, but technically, I mean, blood and guts should be 5-on-5. Technically, but I guess you could do that too. 3 versus 3 instead.
They can both recruit. Moving on to the next one. Also, this one should be relatively easy for everyone. We have MJF versus Wardlow. If Wardlow wins, he will be granted his release from his contract with MJF. If MJF wins, Wardlow will be permanently banned from signing with AEW.
War Dog.
Dustin took MJF. Okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put it past them if they did like a sly shit and somehow MJF wins. But I think
they
have like all this extra side shit for Wardlow already set up, so he's gonna get a new theme and everything.
Wait, is he really?
Yeah.
I like his extra music.
I do too, but it's gonna be from Black Sabbath. I want to say War of the Pigs, but that's not right.
Well, MJF, calm down.
That's the reason.
Then, so that one was pretty easy. Next match, we got Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Ruby Soho or Chris Statlander. Yeah, what the fuck? Why isn't this Tony Storm? We will find out which of those two win, Ruby Soho or Chris Statlander. We found out which one of them will win tomorrow night on Dynamite. Would you guys like to take a pick? Or should we wait on this one until after we see who wins between Ruby and Chris?
I'm taking Britt regardless.
I really wanted the final to be. Hey, shut the fuck up. I really wanted it to be Tony and Statlander for the final.
I mean, that'd been good too, but.
And now whoever wins tomorrow, I could give two fucking shits now. Like I would rather have Ruby win, and have
just
her lose
so
to
Ruby
Britt
can lose to Britt and Chris doesn't have to. Yeah,
and Chris doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Because logically, out of the three people that are left, with Chris with the new gimmick, she would be the one that would need like the huge push.
Yeah.
Britt doesn't need this.
Yeah.
Britt's the face of the division for the company.
Yeah.
She doesn't need fucking this rub at all. But, I mean, if we're going from this match to the men's, they're gonna use. It's gotta be the power couple.
That's exactly what I thought of right before we started picking this match.
It's gotta be.
Yeah,
like it's the only logical sense.
That's exactly what I was thinking about. I was gonna pick Britt too. Doesn't matter who the fuck wins tomorrow night. It's Britt and it's Cole, and that's 100%.
Because they can't have any type of the couple interaction, right? Because of storylines. But this is gonna be like the next best thing that they potentially could do.
And not only that, like they're both bad. They're both heels, whatever. Yeah. This is just something. You're 100% right. Britt doesn't need this, but it's one of those things where she doesn't need it, but she can use it. Where it's like she doesn't need it at all, but she can use it. Like, oh, well, I won the first ever Owen Hart. That's gonna get rubbed in somebody's face down the line, probably very soon. So,
I also think that potentially in this match, because in her Tony match, Jamie Hayter came down when she told her not to and almost cost her the match. I also could see that Jamie does cost Britt this match. However, I feel like it could happen, but she gets out and still wins.
Yeah.
And even though she wins, she could call out Jamie to be like, well, I told you not to fucking interfere and you did. Like, why aren't you fucking listening to me? And then they start their feud.
Yeah.
Because I know that's the feud that they want to do going forward. Like I feel like that's going to be Britt's next feud.
Yeah.
It's just how do they get to it? it's probably gonna go along those lines. Like, I'm picking Britt. I'm picking Adam Cole, baby. It's gonna be the power couple. Is gonna win the tournament.
Yeah.
Tournaments.
Speaking of, next matchup, men's Owen Hart tournament final, Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole, baby. And I'm pretty sure I've said it on this show. I'll say it every fucking time. I will never, not once, pick against Adam Cole. I don't care if Adam Cole is facing a gun. I will pick Adam Cole to win. And I don't mean the Gunn brothers. That's not what I mean. I don't mean Billy Gunn or his sons. That's not what I mean.
Technically, the gun doesn't have to be loaded. So technically. Speaking
of, I don't know if it was from Dynamite or whatever the shit is with the Acclaimed and the Gun Club was fucking awesome. I only seen just the clip of them on the stage and them doing the rap, and then he handing the mic off, and him getting an Ass Boys chant going. Fucking great. I love the Acclaimed.
Get your ass beats by the Acclaimed and the Ass Boys.
Yeah. I love the Acclaimed.
Dustin wants to get tag teamed by the entire group.
Oh, you got it, King.
I'm assuming, Dustin, are you smart enough to pick Adam Cole as well?
Yes.
No, he's picking Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. I do like Samoa Joe as well, but like I said, it doesn't matter who the fuck Adam Cole's going up against.
That's going to be a good match, but I mean, Joe is already ROH TV champion, and he's in a program with Jay Lethal.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put it past them that Jay Lethal cost him. Match,
exactly. So. Yeah. And then moving on, we have the 3-way tag team title match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. This one is one where I am going to pick. Oh wait, it's not my turn to pick.
It's very difficult. Like, this match also could be
a
show stealer.
Exactly, yeah.
The triple threat that they had this week on Dynamite, Swerve, Jungle Boy, and Ricky Starks. Holy shit, it was really good.
I watched. Okay, that's the part that I actually woke up during, and then I seen the stuff after. I woke up in the middle of it, and I need to go back and finish watching it because the part I woke up was I seen the finish, but I seen something happen, and then Swerve comes in and makes this ridiculous kick. Swerve is so fucking good. WWE is fucking morons. That dude is so fucking good. Yeah. But whatever fucking kick he hit and fucking... That's another thing I meant to bring up with this. The snare trap, I don't know how long Jungle Boy's been doing that or how long it's been named that. 1, fantastic name. Fucking love it. 2, it's one of the best STFs I've ever seen. Like, it makes John Cena's look fucking stupid, which John Cena's did look stupid. But it looks...
You know how to do it.
Well, that's also true. But, like, Jungle Boy's looks legit. Looks like it fucking hurts. And also, I mean, it looks like a legit submission finisher. Because it's like how he, like, does the extra wrap up with the leg and then fucking actually puts an actual chokehold on somebody. Doesn't just fucking cross his arms in front of their face. Yeah. That was something that I noticed watching that match. And I think that's what they were doing when Swerve came in and kicked Jungle Boy in the head or whatever. It's fucking dope.
Yeah. So
then fucking Keith Lee coming out and fucking throwing himself over the top rope on top of Hobbs and Luchasaurus.
He almost fucking died because Luchasaurus wasn't in the spot.
Yeah, fucking Keith Lee hit the ground fucking hard, but I was like, holy shit, dude.
So, here's the thing. I would love if Swerve and Keith Lee win. But Swerve did win. He got the win yesterday. Technically, logic. AEW doesn't play by the WWE.
Yeah, that is we have to take into effect that is the WWE logic.
However, because they are so new, I mean, I fucking shoot them to the fucking moon.
Yes.
Like, I would fucking love for them to shoot
fuck
to
it.
the moon.
I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna do it real quick. I'm gonna interrupt you. This is one of the ones I'm picking with my fucking heart. Who I fucking drafted on the tag team draft. I'm picking fucking Swerve and Keith Lee here. If I'm wrong, fucking shoot me. I don't care. I went down happy, okay?
That is totally fine. I really want to pick Swerve and Lee. But I also think that it's weird because the Jurassic Express has now back-to-back triple threat matches at the pay-per-view.
At AEW, baby.
At Revolution, they had Red Dragon and the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Them winning that was able to cement them as actual legit tag team champions.
So now do they lose this one?
I think they're going to lose. Christian is going to turn on them.
Which helps.
He'll have a program with Jungle Boy. But I actually think Team Taz is going to win.
Yeah.
And the reason why I think Team Taz is going to win, unfortunately, they're going to be transitional champions for the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
And that's why I picked the Hardys.
If that's the case, then I want... If they're looking at transitional champions, yes, do Team Taz 100%. I do have... Ricky Starks has grown on me the past few months. I do like him a lot. I'm starting to like him more. So if they're going to do transitional champions, yes, do that. Ricky Starks will be fucking fine. They'll both be fine out of that.
Yes. Yeah, they'll both be fine.
But but I don't want Swerve and Keith Lee to have that match and have to lose to the Hardys. I don't want that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think Team Taz wins, because I really think they'll be transitional champions.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been around and they've been doing so well that I think they deserve the recognition to be champion, because the FTW it's not going to be a thing ever. And I really think for this one last Hardy's run that they want to do and be champions, this is their opportunity, and I think the Hardys will be... they'll have a decent run. They won't be transitioned as well, but I think Team Taz will be a transition champion.
I do have a counter argument though, because again, and this does also oppose my pick. I've locked in Swerve and Lee. I'll down that horse. However, could be a situation where we're getting the Christian tease, but it also could be where Jurassic Express keeps the titles here, and because then you have Jurassic Express going up against the Hardys down the road, where Christian and the Hardys have history. They have history there, so it could be you lost to the Hardys. I've beat them so many times, whatever, and.
That's true, but it's also like, okay, then would the Hardys go heel too?
No, I'm not.
Or is it just Christian being like, I'm gonna cost you the match?
Well, I wouldn't even
know. Or that it would be a clean win, and Christian's like, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, well, that's how, in my head, that's how I see it, is where if Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus win this weekend and then go on to face the Hardys, they lose clean to the Hardys get their titles, they leave. Christian, that's when Christian goes, snaps, kill switch on Purdy or whatever he wants to call it, on Jungle Boy in the ring, fucking leave. Next Wednesday we get his explanation, and that's when it's like, I beat the Hardys so many fucking times. I've beat them in every type of match, every way. And you can't beat them in a 2-on-2 singles tag team match. You know what I mean? That didn't make any sense, but
that's very true. Like, that's a very good counter argument. Like, I think that is a very viable. So
legitimately, I could see it happening either of the ways, which both ways fuck Swerve and Lee. But I mean, it doesn't really it doesn't really fuck them over as long as neither one of them takes the pin. And I'm okay with that too. But yeah, I can see it happening either way. Where it's Hardys versus Team Taz, it could possibly keep, I don't know, it could start the Christian feud sooner, or it could push it off, and because that's coming eventually. So, but
I'm gonna pick Team Taz. You fucking bitch! You take Jurassic Express. It's probably different for one episode. You bitch! Get out of here!
We got fucking Amber Heard's lawyers over here. We got me and AJ making great cases. We're trying to defend our case on who's gonna do it. Dustin, I'm gonna side with that one.
Get the fuck out of here! You get Jurassic Express.
So who did you pick, Dustin? Actually, okay. I typed Team Tax.
I'm gonna be taxing Dustin for all the copying he's doing.
moving on, we have another match I don't really care about. Don't mean that in a mean way, but I don't really care for Thunder Rosa. I don't really care for Serena Deeb. But we have the singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship. Thunder Rosa with her 11 minutes total of TV time since she's won the title or something stupid like that, whatever it was. I assume she gets some more this week, maybe. I don't know. Was she even on TV this week, this Wednesday?
She was. She did a
Okay,
good
so
promo.
she's at 13 minutes of promo time of TV time since she. What?
During like the very end of her promo, they started like cued her music, and she was still talking.
Hey, wrap it up. Come on. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I think I do know, but
Rosa.
yeah.
Yep.
Thunder Tosa. I can't fucking type right now.
Dustin was crying about that too. Granted, I think for Thunder Rosa's case is, yeah, the build up for this match has been fucking terrible. 100%. It's been terrible. I also think Thunder Rosa's got a lot of prior commitments that she needs to fill out too. So I think she's been doing a lot of shows as well and hasn't been on television. However, I think her mini feud with Nyla wasn't that bad. And I told this to Dustin before, like, Nyla being a gatekeeper essentially for the first feud of a new champion, I think it works. I don't see an actual problem with it. Even though as much shit that people talk about Nyla,
the fucking internet doesn't think that way.
I think she holds her own, I feel like.
Yeah.
So
She's not bad in the ring.
no, she isn't.
Yeah, she's actually pretty good in the ring. She should totally stop hanging out with Vicky Guerrero, though.
Yes, this deep feud hasn't been whatsoever great. But I also think this match could be really good because they actually both can go. They're both really good wrestlers. It's probably going to be not the typical conventional match that we might be used to. But I think it's good that Deeb is getting a championship opportunity at least once. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the match itself. But yeah, I mean, Thunder Rosa's gonna win, like, without a doubt.
And then, possibly, if we don't have any other changes to this, the last match on the card, the singles match for the AEW World Championship. Hangman Adam Page defending his title against CM Punk. Now, AJ, I've noticed coming into this that he has said it twice. And I feel like it fits it here too, where I don't feel like the build-up has been great. I watched the promo that Hangman cut on Dynamite last night, and for up until the very end of the promo, it made no fucking sense to me. What he was saying, what he was doing, how he acted, made no fucking sense to me. I have no idea. Again, I have missed Dynamite like a week or two in the middle of it, and all I see is like, oh, CM Punk shakes hand, Hangman flips him up, and then today it's like, oh, CM Punk's like, oh, I'll show you all the respect, blah, 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 and Hangman's just being a dick, but he's still a babyface. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. And then, like, again, once he got close to the end of his promo, I started understanding, and I could see where if it was done, maybe. Again, we've talked about this with Hangman's feud since he's won the title. Everything just feels like boom, 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 boom. He's getting no long-term storylines here, and he's just boom, storyline, beat him, boom, storyline, beat him, boom, storyline, beat him. And so it's like, okay, yeah, I understand. Once he gets to the end of his promo where it's like, okay, I'm not just defending my title, I'm defending my house.
Yep.
Okay, this makes fucking sense. This actually goes into the internet community now of people talking about how CM Punk's not good for AEW, and he's not done anything for AEW, for all the the WWE marks saying like, oh, CM Punk's numbers since he's joined, or AEW's numbers since CM Punk joined, he was supposed to be their big market draw. Blah 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 blah. None of that shit matters to me. CM Punk's done great since he's came back, like we expected. It's just for most of the promo, it's like, oh, I don't respect you, I don't, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, yo, what the fuck did he do? And then it gets to the end, it's like, okay, I'm protecting my house. It's like, Oh, okay, I see where you're going now. Now it makes more sense. Again, I feel like this could have used a little bit more time to be fleshed out more, but again, it feels, and I feel like that's a problem with AEW that they're kind of starting to run into, is where they're just, which is funny because they know how to do a good storyline, like a good long-term storyline. They've done it, but it's just like, I feel like with certain people, they're just blowing through storylines, and it's like, let's take a breath, slow it down. You know, it's, I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The storylines and build-ups for Hangman's title challengers, yeah, they haven't been the best. However,
the matches that come out of it are always fucking fantastic.
Yes.
But it's just like, I wish we could get a little bit more storyline. And I do feel like one thing I will say good about Hangman is I feel like through this process, since he's won the title, I see him getting more comfortable on the mic, more comfortable cutting a promo. He's getting better at that, which is good because he's fucking awesome in the ring. So that's all he needs is to get his promo work up to that level. And he's, obviously he's the top star in the company right now, but
I mean, Hangman, and Tony has said it himself, that Hangman has been his favorite and thinks he's the best champion that they've had.
Yeah, get fucked, Kenny.
And well, here's the reason, because Dustin doesn't seem to believe so, because he's a dumb piece of shit. And he's like, Hangman sucks as champion. Why is he champion? And I told him, when you look at the past champions, you had Jericho, Moxley, and Kenny Omega. All pivotal people throughout time.
Already established.
History. Yes, already established. And they feel they're bigger than life.
Yeah,
they're untouchable. Like, they could be like impossible to defeat. Like, you needed to have a giant beat a giant to be champion.
Yeah.
In Hangman's case, Hangman's got is an onion, essentially. He's got so many layers to his character, and all the feuds that you've seen him in with Danielson, with Cole, now with Punk, they've all attacked his self-confidence and his self-worth as a character. And I think that's what makes Hangman so great as a champion. And that's why, I mean, like, Tony really fucked me with this match, because I have a tremendous love for Hangman. And then CM Punk, who's, the Second City Saint, essentially, from Chicago, where I live, where I'm from. One of my favorite wrestlers in WWE when he was there. And now they're here, and they're facing each other. And they're talking shit about each other. And when you look at Punk and how Hangman interacts with Punk, it seems like Hangman is going heel. It looks like it by the things that he says, and how he talks about Punk and who he is since he's come here. It seems like Hangman's turning heel. However, I really think what they're doing with Punk is Hangman is exposing Punk for the true character that he is deep down. Oh man, this hurts to say, but I think Punk is winning. And I think Punk is doing his Summer of Punk 2.0 with AEW. So Punk wins championship and he becomes heel all those other times that he's done it before. And he's going to go on this, what Hangman says is a tyrant. He's going to be a tyrant. He's going to be on this tyranny throughout AEW as champion. So,
yeah,
that's just how I've been, compiling everything, that how people talk about Hangman and how he's not been a great champion. He's sucked, actually. And you really think about it, all the match, and he puts out these fucking bangers of matches. And it's just, you see each time, like, how much more dead he becomes inside with everything that happens. So,
that's what I could see. I actually kind of mostly agree there as well. What the fuck was I gonna say? I had something I was gonna say, and I don't remember what the fuck it was. Oh, I was gonna ask. So during their promo thing, Punk mentioned like the most important moment of his career. Did the pipe bomb happen in Vegas?
I can't remember.
Because he
It
said
might have
he
been.
said something about the biggest moment of his career happened in Vegas or something along those lines. And then the Hangman also mentioned the
It's like, I wish I could light a pipe bomb and blow
yeah,
in your
stand up,
face.
sit at the apron or stand up on the thing. Well, there's a song called CM Punk Pipe Bomb. What?
Bro.
Apparently everyone. It's a song by CM Punk, by the way. Apparently everyone else is googling this too, because um, let's see. Yep. Nope. That's wrong. That's a different thing.
You're looking at something completely different. Whoa. What Dustin watches on the side after we're done?
Yeehaw.
Shoot.
Dustin, you're a reverse cowgirl. Let's see. Where
Here it is. Yep, there it is. June 27th, 2011. Venue Thomas and Mack Center, City, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Say June 20 what? Second?
7th.
7th.
So we're literally
Almost
a month
Oh.
away from that being 11 years since it happened.
Impressive.
So yeah, I guess
Plus, I also think if Punk wins, he's champion. Next up is Forbidden Door, which is in Chicago. He's champion, and he can fight Okada, champ versus champ. Punk be heel, and Okada's face.
yeah.
I mean, could do it. I don't know.
So the thing that I get is because, which I can kind of see it because watching their stuff, it does seem like they're trying to make it seem like Hangman's the asshole.
Right.
But if you really take it just a step back and look at it, it's like, okay, CM Punk's being the asshole because seems like he's being condescending. Shake my hand, Hangman. Why won't you shake my hand, Hangman? That seems like he's being condescending about it.
He would always go, he's like, it's nothing personal.
Yes.
It's just business.
Yes.
I was like, okay, well, I mean,
So
we know what your business is.
we could, like I said, because that's what I was trying to think is like, okay, well, how do we get to the CM Punk heel turn then? Well, it's like, okay, no, it can happen in the match. We get the turn in the match of it happening, and then him winning the match. I mean, it'd be pretty fucking hilarious if we did it, then flip the fans off, and then roll it out next week or the week after, next week, and fucking he comes out with the title and sits on the stage and drops a pipe bomb or whatever and that's his official heel turn or whatever. So I mean, I can say I'm fucking down for it. I've been wanting to see him Punk heel turn since he came back. So
I don't know if he'll have the heel turn during the match.
Yeah.
I feel like he wins. It's a glorious. Everyone's cheering. The dynamite happens, and then boom. That I feel like that could happen, because I feel like if they do it the night up, which they still could, because I feel like if, let's say, we get a surprise, because every pay-per-view there's gonna be a surprise. I feel like it's not gonna happen there.
yeah,
Like that's not gonna be a moment. So he could do the whole Summer of Punk, which he did at Ring of Honor. He won the championship and then fucking tore into the crowd afterwards.
yeah.
So he could do it.
And he's to that point now. See, how long has he been back in AEW? Has it been a year yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Because I was trying to compare, because obviously it's very different, but also I feel like they're very similar things of the Edge comeback versus the CM Punk comeback. And it's like, how long was Edge back before he did his heel turn? Now, because Edge, but you look at Punk and Edge both, they're very similar in career paths. And by that I mean that their best runs were both heel runs.
Yeah.
By far, that was what they got them over.
Right.
Edge being the Rated R Superstar, and then Punk with his Paul Heyman longest title reign run was their best. That's what I was trying to compare it. But I mean, hell, if they're gonna do it this quick, fuck, I'm down.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like when
Because
you're best able to capitalize on something like that, because you don't want to wait too long. Like he just beat the biggest heel, MJF.
Yeah.
In a dog collar match that had a lot of callbacks to his old Ring of Honor days.
Yeah.
So like it logically it makes sense to be like let's pull the trigger now. You know, he's got all these feel good moments.
Yeah.
The crowd is happy to see him
And
back.
that's the only hard thing that I was thinking about, like, oh, how's he going to do his heel turn? It's because if you watch them do their stuff on Dynamite last night, the crowd's behind Punk.
Yeah.
It's like you got a cowboy shit chant after Hangman went on his rant, but it's like it was nowhere near as loud as the CM Punk chants that were going.
Yeah, and that's what I think also infuriates Hangman so much.
Yeah.
And his hatred, his quote-unquote hatred for Punk is, he's like, I'm the champion, and yet they cheer for a piece of shit like you.
Yeah.
So
someone who
again,
quit, someone who walked out on their company, and you can say a whole bunch of stuff like that. Yeah.
This is why I like Hangman. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people don't like Hangman. I was like, you're just a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like you just don't get it.
Yeah. No, I like it. I've talked a lot of shit about Hangman over the past couple months. He fucking beat Adam Cole. Okay, fuck him. But taking my bias out of it. Hangman's great. Okay, he's one of the best in-ring talents that they have. I mean, in the world, honestly, he's top-notch wrestler, and yeah, I think he's good. He's got a good future ahead of him. So I mean, I think this, and it could be great. What comes out of this is like, okay, he lost, now he's got to get back on the horse, as they say. You know what I mean? Good cowboy analogy right there. Okay, so are you officially picking CM Punk for this?
I'm picking Punk. Yeah, unfortunately. My heart is broken, but I'm picking...
Yeah, right, you fucking traitor. Where's my mouse? What is happening?
Fuck your mouse, that's why.
You fucking traitor. You can't pick with your heart. Dustin?
I'm going to hear shit from AJ regardless.
Fuck you, Dustin.
I'm taking Punk as well.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Hey, Dustin, I just want to let you know, after the like 5 to 10 minute rant me and AJ just went on for Punk versus Hangman, the good analysis by Dustin right there. I'm also gonna pick Punk. Watching their promo, it got to the point to where I was like, okay, I figured this is just gonna be another one of Hangman's feuds where it's gonna go and it's gonna get to the match and he's gonna, and again, bias aside, I thought Adam Cole was going to beat him. I wanted Adam Cole to beat him. I thought he was going to beat him because I feel like Adam Cole is higher than Hangman but again, that could be my bias as well. But so I thought this was going to be similar, where obviously Hangman's going to win this. And then I watched their promo thing, and I'm like, I think Punk could fucking win this thing. And I was like, it honestly makes sense for Punk to win this thing. Because... and then, I mean, obviously, the fucking marks on the internet are going to lose their fucking mind if they put the WWE marks, Dustin, are going to lose their fucking mind if they put this title on, CM Punk. They're going to, Twitter is going to be on fire on Sunday if fucking, okay, let me tell you that back. The internet wrestling community Twitter will be on fucking fire Sunday if CM Punk wins this title, and I'm fucking here for it.
Joey or Adam?
I have not sent them, either one of them, the pick, so I have no idea who either of them are picking.
Everything we picked.
Joey's gonna pick Punk.
Probably. That is a good chance. Adam doesn't know who Hangman Page is.
But he doesn't like Punk, so he'd probably pick Hangman.
That is true, and that was one of the things. Whenever you're like, "Oh, I'm from," I live in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. Second City Saint or whatever you call it. And it's like, Adam doesn't feel that way. Okay.
And hey, Dustin, by the way, fuck you.
Hold on. We have one more thing to do. Before you guys get to that part of the show. We have to pick the time for the AEW Championship match. Bro, I feel like somebody's getting short of time on this card. What time does this show start?
Technically the buy-in I think is 6. The show will be 7 till 11. It's usually like 4 hours.
Yeah, the show. So Sunday, May 29th, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So the main card starting, at least the main card starting at 7.
Well, I mean, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm sure the Jade match will be a fast match.
Yeah.
Um,
Um.
the old ass Hardys. I don't know how far they can go. Like Matt could barely go like 10 minutes. So
I mean, honestly,
Wall.
the women's Owen Hart match could go.
yeah, it could go
Sure.
pretty fast.
Eh.
I'm gonna go 34 minutes.
Ooh. Dustin,
I'm gonna go 27.
you bitch. I wasn't gonna pick 27, but it got really close to what I was thinking about picking, so now I have to reevaluate. Plus, AJ went way higher than I expected him to go. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna stick to my original. I'm gonna go 25 minutes.
Who knows? I just need 40 minutes. I need 40 minutes left in the show.
That is true. Like AJ's gonna be like, oh wait, all right, Thunder
There's
Roast.
10 minutes left.
Thunder Roasted Serena Deep's coming out. What time is it? All right, you guys got 4 minutes. Let's fucking speed it up. It's 10. What 10?
I'll be like,
You say you need 4 minutes. It's 10:16. You guys got 4 minutes. Let's fucking wrap it up.
I'll be like, Tony, I need you to speed this shit up.
Yeah. Hey, can you just take that JAS and the Anarchy match? Can you just take that one out? Just scrap that. Save that one for later.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're back on track. Another hour and a half show. Fuck Joey. You know what? We didn't fucking need him.
Fuck Joey.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be back next week. Talk about all the madness that's going to happen at AEW Double or Nothing this weekend. AJ's super excited. I can tell he was fucking juiced for this show. AJ's been on it this show. That energy was next level. He's fucking ready. And I am too. I'm actually pretty excited to watch this card. So Dustin, have fun at Bo's. You bitch. Bo, if you watch this, nothing against you. We just like to fuck with Dustin. Dustin, fuck you, dude. Choosing choose your other friends over us with your wrestling show. Yeah, fuck you, Dustin.
I'm gonna remember the stickers tomorrow.
Are you really? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dustin's going to SmackDown tomorrow. He does still have the stickers. Okay, good job, Dustin. He's gonna. I swear, if you get
he's not gonna
if you get halfway between here and Little Rock and you message us, say I forgot to fuck stickers, I'm going to. When are you coming home? Are you coming home tomorrow night?
Yeah.
I will be at your house waiting, and I'm going to deliver a fucking black mass straight to your fucking dome, dude. If you fucking all the shit, and it's not even that I want the stickers out there. I don't even give a fuck about that. It's the fact how much shit you gave me to make those fucking stickers, and then you forgot them.
Got them twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, fuck doing the black match. Just give him a pile driver on the cement.
Dude, I'm fucking power bombs fucking symphony across your front yard, dude.
Do it.
Do it.
Fucking I'm gonna jump off of my car and fucking Panama Sunrise your ass.
Bruh.
Okay, that's it for us. We will see you guys next week. You guys have anything else? You guys are good?
Nope.
Actually, I pointed. You guys are up here on the camera now. You guys are whatever. Cool. We'll see you guys next week. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Tell your friends. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
I think I've said that 50 times. Right button.